Hey guys, welcome back. How is everyone doing today? All right, I'm coming at you with another car mukbang for lunch on a sunny, beautiful day. It is 86 degrees. It's just beautiful. So we're gonna go ahead and get a thumbnail. Then I'm gonna tell you what we have. All right, that should do it. So we stopped at a local place to go ahead and grab us some boneless wings today. Everything cost a little over $11. They had a deal where you can get 15 boneless wings, a side of fries, and a drink for a little over $11. So we have boneless medium buffalo and then french fries. And then let's go ahead and introduce the good old ranch and the good old honey mustard. I didn't want it to spill during the picture. You know, I don't feel like wearing my food today. I hope y'all are doing amazing. And yeah, let's just go ahead and dig in. I am gonna go ahead and use a fork. I've never had, hey, we ain't starting a video off like this now. I've never had their mild before, or their medium. I've always gotten their like a barbecue. It's really good. It has a nice vinegary type taste. So yeah, today's just a beautiful day. Enjoying a day outside of the office. Well, a lunch. Their fries are really seasoned. Really good. I wanted to get onion rings, but they couldn't swap out onion rings for with the meal, with the deal or whatever. Because usually this only comes with 10 boneless wings, but with the deal it came with 15, which I'm not complaining at all. Make sure y'all can see the wings. All right, so I don't know, today I've been sitting in my office just thinking. I tell you, I don't know if thinking, me and my mind can just wander off a lot. So like, as I said before, this year, 2022, I did a lot of soul searching for myself. I set a lot of boundaries for a lot of people in my life. And something happened. This is just a Diet Pepsi. Something happened recently that triggered in my head to say, you know what? It is okay to say no to places, events, and people that you don't want to entertain. But with that said, I've been thinking about how much emphasis that I put on people in my life. How many passes I give people, how much thought I give people. To the point that I'm just like, we need to figure something else out. I need to basically seek and create what the meaning of my actual life is. I love my family. I have a couple friends, but as far as my life, What is the actual meaning behind my life? And every time I think about living a life full of purpose and meaning, the things that automatically pop up in my head is volunteering and helping other people out. Always. That's always what comes to my mind. And when I lived in Ohio, I used to volunteer on a monthly basis, if not multiple times during the month. So I'm just like, I need to quit putting so much emphasis on other people in my life, because I'm starting to lose myself. And that's one thing you don't want to happen. You can do all the self-care things and all the buying yourself things and hair done, nails done, getting clothes, da-da-da. But that's not your purpose. That's not fulfilling your life. And in Ohio, I volunteered a lot. I did things such as like ushering plays. You do that for free just to help out the community center. Where I would hand out like pamphlets about whatever the play is, and then basically get to watch the play for free. And then you would help clean up if the community center needed cleaning. I did that. I helped elderly people. I was part of a program where if elderly people needed basically the outside of their homes, like during the fall, we would help out raking up the leaves in the elderly people's homes. During the winter, shoveling, cut back shrubberies, clean up debris at their home. One time we even helped an elderly couple like hang up their Christmas lights. So I used to volunteer for an organization that helped out the elderly like fix up their home. I've done work with disability children. Now let me tell you, this is probably, they're all rewarding because you're giving back and you're giving your time. You're not getting paid, you're just doing this on your own time. I worked with disability children, and I don't know if it was monthly or a few times a year. They would basically, the parents of the disabled children would have a free date night for a few hours. And it was based in a church, that's where they held it at. We would set up arts and crafts for the children. One room was like a TV room, movie room. One room was like get your nails painted. One room was like a PS3 type room. And then the big open like basketball room, they had, you know, basketball and physical activities like a jump, an air jump thing house, yeah, whatever them things are called, where the kids go in and jump around, and they will order pizza. And this would just give the parents time off for one night to have a date night to go grocery shopping, to do whatever it was they needed to get done. And then I would help out in whatever room they needed. That was great. It was so much fun. They even had like every once in a while a dance for them too. Like a formal dance, get dressed up. And in that same big room, they would have a dance like with professional DJ, food, everything. It was amazing. So that's another thing I volunteered for. What was another thing? Oh, definitely helping out with like homeless people for like a hot meal. So another church would host, you know, they would just make whatever kind of meal and they would open it up to the public, and we would pretty much just serve them whatever food we have. This is just so humbling. Like, it is just amazing to give back, not to show out or you know, do anything for anybody else but yourself. Another thing I would do, I'd work for the, what do they call them? Like a food, where if you don't have a lot of money, you go and get food from a place. Now it done slipped my mind. But I hate when that happens. There was actual food at a place, and then they would come in and register and say, yeah, you know, it's just me and my kids. And then they would figure out like how much food they can get. So I would show up to the food place, and when the people would get registered, they'd have a specific color or number. It was like a free food bank or something like that. And then I would walk them through and say, okay, from this section you can have 2 items, from this section you can have 4 items. And they had a cart and everything. And it was legit good food. Super fresh. So I would do food banks and help people. And then another thing that I would do, what was the other thing I did? I think that might have been it. Well, that's what I can think of right now. And we were always volunteering and giving back. So, with that said, I think it's time I get back to doing that. So I printed off here in Florida, because I haven't volunteered here yet. I found a thrift store that needed help. Oh, the other thing I did, and this is a really good one, Habitats for Humanity. So I used to live in Cincinnati, Ohio. I actually went up to Dayton, Ohio, and I helped them build a house. What we did, like, so each volunteering group, depended on what section of the house they were on. So when I went, they were on like the gutter part and like the outside parts. So I would help them cut whatever they needed for the siding of the house. And then we did something on the inside. I think it has something to do with like taking putty or caulk or whatever and like doing insulation. But I actually helped build a house, and that was just, and then like before you put like the main parts of the inside of the house, we got to sign our name before like the insulation and everything went in. That was so cool. And then they have a store as well you can volunteer at, where like all their supplies are and stuff. So here in Florida, I found another Habitats for Humanity. Down in Tampa, they got a few locations. So I signed up, and I'm going to get back to volunteering, doing that. I don't know if I'll build houses this year, or this time, or just work at, excuse me, I'm sorry. Or just work at the store that they have. And then I found a thrift shop, or a thrift store, that needed help. Like organizing and, you know, putting stuff out to be sold and whatnot. So I signed up for one, but it was during the day. I work 8 to 5. But it was like grocery shopping for people that can't get out of their houses. But it's literally only Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. So I can't do that one. But yeah. So I said all that to say, make sure that you are seeking out and trying to create a meaning in your life. And I think that's my goal for next year. Quit putting so much emphasis on everybody else, worrying about what they want you to do, worrying about if you satisfy them and actually doing what they want you to do. Because, you know, if you say no to somebody, they're going to get pissed. Well, oh well. I'm going to do what makes me happy. But I'm definitely going to get back to volunteering, because that just created such a fulfillment and happiness in my heart. I felt very just overwhelmed with everything when I volunteered. So that's definitely on my list for next year, unless I can get something in December and do something for somebody. So that's me seeking and creating a meaningful life for myself, giving back to those less fortunate, those that are down and out, those that are disabled, those that just can't do for themselves. If I have my time and extra time, I'm gonna give it away to somebody who can really need it and really appreciate it. But that's just me, and that's just what was on my heart and in my mind today to talk about. So I hope you guys are creating a meaningful life for yourself and seeking out your reasons why for your life. I know a lot of you have kids, so that's your whys, but I think my why and my purpose and meaning, it has always been giving back. So I'm gonna be working on that for the rest of this year and for next year. I'm full. I don't even know how many I ate. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I ate like 8 of them and half the fries. So this is all gonna go back and either eat it later or give it to Steven, and he'll have something to snack on. But I hope y'all are doing amazing. I hope y'all are settled within your heart, in your mind, in your spirits, and you're doing well. And as always, I hope y'all just stay positive and stay encouraged, and I will see you in the next video.